All right, so next one says the diameter of the Earth is about 7,926 miles. The diameter of the moon is about 27% of the diameter of the Earth. What percent of the volume of the Earth is the volume of the moon? Round your answer to the nearest whole percent. Okay, so when you look at this picture, so we have the Earth, right? Obviously, the Earth is bigger than the moon, right? So this is the Earth. Its diameter is 7,926 miles. So here's the moon. Its diameter is 27% of the Earth. So if we take 0.27 and multiply it by that diameter, we're going to get the diameter of the moon. So let's do that real fast, and hopefully we don't get a messy number. 0.27 times 7,926. Okay, it ends kind of nicely. So this diameter is 2140.02. Great. All right. So that is what the diameter of the moon is. So obviously, it's not going to be 27% because, we do things to the radius in the volume formula. So the answer is not 27%. So the question is, how do we find the answer? Well, if we're looking for what percent of the volume of the Earth is the volume of the moon, that's a simple fraction. Volume of the moon divided by the volume of the Earth. You take the smaller divided by the larger, and that'll give you your answer. Now, what is the volume formula for the moon? Well, it's 4/3 pi, the radius of the moon cubed. I'll put a little m for radius of the moon. And then the volume of Earth is 4/3 pi times the radius of Earth cubed. So if you notice top and bottom, what's exactly the same? 4/3 and pi. So now it's just what's the radius of the moon cubed divided by the radius of the Earth cubed. That's it. So what is the radius of the moon? Well, it's going to be half of that number because if that's the diameter, take half to get the radius. That's 1070.01. That's the radius of the moon. That's my top number, 1070.01 cubed. If we need to find the radius of the Earth, we take half of that number. So the radius of the Earth equals half of 7926, and that is 3963. And that goes on the bottom, 3963 cubed. And now it says round your answer to the nearest whole percent. So this is going to be a decimal. If you times that by 100, you'll get it in percent form, and we'll go ahead and round then. All right, so I'm going to take a picture of that. All right, so let's see what we get on Desmos Graphing Calculator. So I'm going to do 1070.01 raised to the third divided by, not there, divided by, there we go, 3963 raised to the third. And then I'm going to times that by 100. And I got 1.9. It said round to the nearest percent. So this 9 is going to round that 1 to a 2. And 2% is your answer. So the volume of the moon, crazy as it is, right? The volume of the moon is only 2% the volume of the Earth. Wow, right? That's very interesting. Okay. And the last problem coming here says the density, so the density problem, the density of steel is about 0.28 pounds per cubic inch. What is the approximate weight of a solid steel ball with radius 4 inches, round to the nearest pound? So that's a pretty basic problem here. So we're going to find the volume of the steel ball because inches cubed, that's volume, right? Density is mass by volume. So we're going to do volume equals 4/3 pi times r cubed. The r is 4. So 4/3 pi times 4 cubed. 4/3 times pi times 4 cubed. That's 268.08. 268.08, and that's in inches cubed. So now there is 0.28 pounds per inch cube. We have 268 inches cubed, so we're going to multiply 0.28 times 268.08. And again, I'll just take my number and multiply it by 0.28. I got 75.0. The 0 leaves the 5 alone, and that's in pounds. 75 pounds. So hopefully this gave you a good kind of mixture of sphere volume problems. Best of luck on your homework.